Iran Guards commander threatens US forces if IRGC is designated a terror group. Reacting to the news that the US is set to designate the Islamic Revolution Guards Corps as a terrorist organization, IRGC Chief Commander Major General Mohammad Jafari announced on Sunday that in case the US takes such a step, its forces in Western Asia will lose peace and quiet. Earlier on April 5th, 3 US officials told Reuters the United States is expected to designate Iran's elite Revolutionary Guards Corps a foreign terrorist organization, marking the first time Washington has formally labeled another country's military a terrorist group. Group of 7 industrialized nations against the destabilizing activities of the Iranian regime. The 7 industrial nations of the world, in their final statement in France, expressed deep concern over the destabilizing activities of the Iranian regime in the Middle East, in particular its continuing support of terrorist organizations and armed militias. The final statement of the meeting said that those countries are determined not to allow Iran to acquire nuclear weapons. In the statement, ministers said Iran's missile activities were in violation of the United Nations Security Council resolutions. They also called on Iran to comply with its international obligations and the treaties signed on human rights and fundamental freedoms. Germany to end funding of extreme pro-Iran regime group after media exposés. Germany's government will pull the plug at the end of 2019 on public funding for a radical pro-Iranian regime organization, the Islamic Community of Shiite Communities of Germany, that is packed with anti-Semitic representatives who urge the destruction of Israel. After a series of exposés in Germany's top-selling paper Bild, the newspaper reported on Thursday that the Interior Ministry announced in a letter the stoppage of funds for the Shiite umbrella organization. Institutions in Hamburg that are controlled by Iran's supreme leader Ali Khamenei fall under the rubric of the organization. Iran admits flood relief tents sold on internet. Iran's Deputy Prosecutor General for Cyberspace has confirmed that profiteers are selling Red Crescent disaster relief tents meant for free distribution among flood victims on some websites. As floods have devastated large parts of Iran for more than 2 weeks, ads appeared on some websites selling Red Crescent tents, which are marked not for sale. There has been a lot of popular anger and protests against authorities for the way the disaster has been handled. In some instances, people in flood-hit areas have even clashed with security forces and mocked visiting dignitaries.